Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. Today I'm going to go over with you my top 15 highest sales of October 2023 week 3. So if you want to see what sold for the most money, and also I'm going to talk about my listing process and how often I list. So if you want to hear about that too, definitely stick around. So before we get into anything, I just want to quickly address the change of scenery back here. I did have to rearrange my office just a little bit because, I am a stay-at-home mom and I do this. It's my only source of income, but it's like I'm a full-time mom and then I do this in between. And in the past, I've kind of just had my daughter like on the floor, on a mat, but she's starting to move. She's on crawl alert. She's rolling all over the place. And I had to make room for a little play yard for her because I don't want her to get hurt in here, rolling around and getting into stuff she shouldn't get into. So she needed her own space. So that kind of took over the corner for now. I had to move my shelf over here behind me, and then the shoes are in a very, very odd place, but they're back behind the clothing racks that are to the left of me here. So she's getting older. She's almost 7 months old now, and she naps less. She's awake more during the day. So working during the day without her in here is becoming more difficult, and I needed to give her some space. So that's why you see the changes around here. I'm sure you'll see in my unboxing videos, there is a big colorful play yard in the background, and well, it is what it is for now. I'm sharing with her. So anyway, if you like reseller content, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. I share my sales every week, and I also do unboxing videos, 90-day updates, what solds, all of that. So I would love to have you in a future video, and hit that like button if you find this helpful. That helps my channel out as well. So every week I try to talk a little bit just about my reseller strategy or a topic of your choosing. So let me know in the comments below if there's something you want me to talk about. This week I'm going to discuss, and I get this question kind of often, like how often do I list? If you are just interested in the top 15 sales, I'm going to put the timestamp right here if you want to skip ahead, but I am going to talk about this first. So I get this question kind of often, like how often do I list, and what's my strategy behind, like, do I put listings up every day? And I've said this in previous videos. I'm going to say it again. I am not like, I have strategy, but I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, a lot of times I just do what I can when I can, especially with having a baby now. Like, a lot of the stuff is kind of fly by the seat of my pants. So it really just depends on the day and what I have going on. But my process is loosely as follows. So my biggest platforms are eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and pretty much everything that I sell gets listed on those three platforms, like all three of them. I do post my higher end items go on Vistair. My women's and kids items go on Kidizen. I think that's pretty much like the biggest ones. That's the biggest ones. But I try to get everything at least posted to my biggest three. I do use List Perfectly to cross post. So what I end up doing is drafting everything into the List Perfectly catalog first. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit here. Everything gets drafted into the List Perfectly catalog first, and then it gets cross posted from there. So as I've kind of talked about before, but I kind of do everything in bulk. So, and I'm going to make a video about this eventually, I swear. Let's just say I have a pile of 30 tops and dresses. So I'm going to take photos of all 30 tops and dresses. Most of that kind of stuff gets hung up on a hanger. So that is batched into one versus like pants and jeans that get flat lay, that's batched into another batch. So I might take 30 pictures of 30 items, and then I draft all 30 items into my List Perfectly. So I'm going to show you my List Perfectly catalog just so you get an idea of what I do and what you're looking at here. This, by the way, is the Pro Plan Plus. So in case you use List Perfectly, but you're not used to this view, that's what you're looking at here. But basically, I draft my listings right into List Perfectly, and then I cascade them throughout the day, throughout the week, I cascade them to my other platforms. So Poshmark is very simple. Poshmark, I list on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And that is simply because Wednesday and Saturday is the Lover List Challenge days. Now, I do think it's important to list often. I don't necessarily believe that you need to list daily. I haven't really seen a difference between daily listing versus twice a week listing. But what I'll do is I will wait until I have, well, not wait, but I will get like 40 or 50 or as many listings as I've made for the week, and I will hold them for Poshmark until Tuesday or Saturday. And then I will list 4 or 5 listings every hour to enter myself into that Lover List Challenge. And I'll tell you, whether it's because I do it every hour or not, I don't know if I've increased my chances. I guess maybe I have, but I've won that Lover List Challenge like a few times. And no, I don't win it every single time, but if there's a time and place to list on Poshmark, that's when I do it. Every once in a while, if I really have a surplus, I will maybe list like 4 or 5 on an off day just to kind of boost it. But I tend to save them for the Lover List Challenge days. And then everything else gets listed on eBay and Mercari just throughout the week. So I do list at least a few listings every day. I might list a few listings on eBay today, and I might list a few listings on Mercari today. So what I don't do is let my items sit in draft, not listed at least somewhere, right? So if I just did a bunch of draft listings on a Sunday or Monday, and the next Lover List Challenge day for Poshmark isn't till Wednesday, I'm probably going to list those items on eBay and Mercari before Wednesday. And so Poshmark will be the third place they hit. Versus if I'm doing a bunch of listings on a Saturday, those are probably going on Poshmark right away. And then they may not hit eBay or Mercari until Sunday or Monday. So I am constantly doing listings. I am constantly putting listings up. It's just not, there's no real like method to my madness. I end up doing really like the cross posting whenever I have a minute, right? So if I have, let's say, a 90-minute block of time because my baby is napping, I'm probably taking photos, I'm probably filming a video, I'm probably drafting listings, right? Because I have a block of time. But if like, let's just say she's playing on the floor for a couple minutes and it's like 15 minutes before she's due to be fed, she's content playing on the floor, I might cross post 10 listings to eBay. It's like I don't want to start a big task, but I have a few minutes, so I'll cross post to one of my platforms. That's pretty much the strategy. The only other thing really is delisting and relisting. When I delist and relist, I do it on all the platforms. So I kind of use Poshmark as my like benchmark, if you will. And I'll look at my oldest listings on Poshmark and I'll delist them on all the platforms. And if I don't, and this is usually if I don't have anything to list come Wednesday or Saturday, I will just do a delist and relist of like 40 to 50 items. I will delist it on everywhere. And then once an hour, do 3 or 4, maybe 5 onto Poshmark, and then relist on Mercari and eBay as well. I don't do that probably as often as I should because I always have new items to list. Most of the time, I have new items coming in. I feel like I'm drafting listings at least 3 or 4 times a week. If you are interested in List Perfectly, there is a link down below. Right now, there's 3 separate plans you can choose from. You saw me using the Pro Plus plan. So that is their newest plan. If you want to get that one, use the link below. You have to sign up for the Pro plan, and then you can take advantage of Pro Plus at the Pro plan price for 90 days, and then it goes to the regular Pro plan plus price. That's a mouthful. But yeah, you can give it a try. It's a 5-day free trial and you get 30% off your first month if you use the link below or if you use code OHYEAH when you sign up. My code is OHYEAH for everything. So just code OHYEAH. But anyway, that is my listing process. By no means is it any sort of like meticulous strategy. It just kind of works for me. I don't necessarily believe that you need to list every single day to be successful, but I do believe that you need to list periodically. You need to stay active on your platforms. And so I do what I can to list a little bit every day, except Poshmark when I dump everything on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I haven't found that I definitely get a boost in sales on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but I haven't found that it's any necessarily more than if I would have like listed a couple each day. So yeah, so let me know down below what your strategy is or what you have found that works for you in regards to when you list and how you list. I definitely would love if you share with me your tips on that as well. And let's go ahead and get into our top 15. So I feel like this is not the most super impressive list. There's a lot of the same kind of things on this list. And while some of it sold pretty high, like some of it also cost, like my cost of goods was a little bit higher. So there was nothing really like superstar standout, but I'm going to share with you anyway. I love giving you like real-time updates on how some of my mystery boxes are doing, and also just, you know, things to look out for. Maybe you're a thrifter and you see these things out in the wild. You can kind of get an idea of what I'm getting for these types of items in case you find them and you want to pick them up. So here's the top 15. I'll put them over on the side here. Number 15 is from Not Your Daughter's Jeans. They are a pair of Maryland straight jeans. These came in that QVC story sale box that I was really mad about, but I listed everything anyway. My cost per piece on that box was $13.12. Mostly because like half of it I sent a thread up because it was junk. But thankfully the stuff I did keep is like kind of moving now. So I paid $13.12 and these sold for $32 on Poshmark by offer. So I am happy about that. And I'm really surprised that these like made a top countdown because I was so mad about that box. I'm sure if you've been watching my videos, you're sick of hearing me talk about that box. I never even did an unboxing. It was just like a one-off order. I ordered it from their story sale and it was not what I was expecting. They wouldn't do anything for me. So anyway, but I'm still making some money, so I'm not mad about it. Then I had a pair of relaxed straight jeans from my Everlane men's denim box. These were a size 28 by 30, which in my opinion is a small size for men's jeans, but they were a $35 Poshmark sale. They were listed about 4 weeks, and my cost of goods was $10.80 per piece on that box, so $10.80 into $35. Next up, more Everlane jeans. These are from my women's denim box. These were a pair of the Way High jeans in a size 27 long. They sold for $38 on eBay, and this box I paid $16.20 per pair. This actually is from my Everlane dresses and denim box, which you haven't seen yet as of when this video posts versus when that video posts. But this was in my dresses and jumpsuits box from Everlane, $20.70 per piece. This sold for $39.99. So like not the greatest profit, almost double my money, maybe not even quite once you take the fees out. But this was also one of the more basic pieces in the box. So a little spoiler alert there. Hopefully the majority of the rest of what was in that box sells for higher than that. And there's a couple things from this box on this countdown. And not too long ago, I posted that Helpsy Deluxe and Designer box, and you guys definitely gave that some mixed reviews as far as whether or not it was a good box and, you know, whether or not the stuff in it was worthwhile. So the comments on that video were very interesting, but this one was from that box. It was the Yumi Kim floral dress. This one sold on eBay for $44. My cost was $10.80 per piece in that box. Although I will say, I'm not super confident that this dress is going to stay with the buyer because she purchased it. She made an offer, she purchased it. And then she started asking me like about my return policy, and she's buying it for like a teenager who's not sure if it's going to fit and would I take it back. And so I had to explain my return policy, which by the way, yes, I allow returns on eBay. Buyer pays shipping if they want to send it back to me. don't often get returns, maybe one a month. But because she has so many questions, I do have to assume there's a chance that this is going to come back to me. But it sold last week, so I'm putting it in the countdown. That one sold for $44 on eBay. It was only listed 10 days. So quick sale if nothing else. Then there was this white button-down Oxford. This was from my Everlane Men's Tops box, which there's a good chance maybe you haven't seen this box yet either. But this one, my cost of goods was $8 per piece, and it sold on Poshmark for $45. This one only took a week to sell. Then back to these Everlane sneakers, which I have been loving oh so much. These are the re-leather sneaker, and they're the white with the mustard accents. These were a women's 9.5, and they sold on Poshmark for $50. These were listed for 2 weeks. I definitely have several more pair of these, so hopefully I can find the sweet spot pricing on these. Plus I ordered like 20 more pair of the Everlane sneakers because they're doing so well for me. So I'm glad to see those moving. Wasn't a great, like, it wasn't a super high profitable sale, $16.20 into $50. But if they're going to sell quick like that, I think that's great. That's a really great price point. It's a fair price point for Healthy. It's a fair price point for me, and I'm not sitting on it. So I'm good with that. Here's another one from my Everlane dresses. This one, it was a ribbed tank dress. Again, probably a little bit more on the basic side from this box, but this one sold for $55 on Poshmark. It was only listed for 3 days, and somebody swooped in and picked that one up for my full asking price. It is rare that I get a full price sale on Poshmark. Majority of my sales are either I send an offer or somebody sends an offer to me. It is very rare. Maybe less than 10% of my sales come in as full price sales. So somebody like found that in the middle of the night and they purchased it, and I didn't even have a chance to send an offer. So, hey, I'll take it. Here's another pair of the re-leather court sneakers. These were white on white, women's 7.5. I'm also going to count this as my most profitable sale for the month or for the week. These were $16.20 per pair, and they sold on eBay for $55. So if you look at the cost per item into the versus the sale price, this one's the highest profit for the week. So very exciting. Loving selling these Everlane sneakers. And then also Everlane shoe wise, I have a pair of the glove boots. This was the last pair of the boots. So a few months ago, and I think we're getting ready to do a 90-day update on this. I ordered, Helpsy had all 4 Everlane shoe boxes available. I ordered one of each. One of them was the boot box. This was the last of the 5 pair to sell out of that boot box. I listed them in August. Yeah, so this is probably going to be a mid-November to late November 90-day update. But anyway, $36. So this wasn't the greatest sale. Okay, this because of the cost of goods, this one was not the greatest sale. But it was $36 my cost of goods and $58 sale. These did not retail as high as the rest of the boots in the box. So I still profited. I made way more money on the other pair, and this was the last one to go, so I'm kind of not mad about it. But definitely, if you see Everlane boots in the wild, check them out. They are not cheap on the website, and I mean, $58 is still not bad, especially these were not even leather. They're like fabric. So, all right, and the last 4 are all from the same box, and this box is actually overdue for a 90-day update. So this one's going to be coming up here in the next couple weeks, hopefully. All 4 of these last pair of jeans are from the same box, and this stuff, like, I swear, denim is selling hot for me right now, and it's seasonal. And I do this every year. I've been reselling for 20 years almost. I've been selling denim for at least 15 years. And denim sits all summer long, and I panic, and I'm like, no one's buying denim anymore. And why do I buy so much denim and all this? Like, I get hard on myself because denim doesn't sell. And then all of a sudden in the fall, all the denim that's been sitting all summer long starts moving hot. And it happened again this year. And I was mad that I was not moving denim during the summer. And here we are. It's moving hot again. All 4 of my top sales for last week were from that redone box that I purchased from New Without Tag Outlet. So these are the 90s low slung white jeans. These are a size 32, and being that they're white and it's after Labor Day, I was not expecting that, but hey, whatever. These were a $60 Poshmark sale. Now, my cost of goods on this box was a little bit higher, $35.40. So do keep that in mind. Still $35 into $60. I mean, it's not the biggest profit, but this stuff is finally starting to move. And there were other pair of jeans from that box that I sold for higher. So I'm just glad, especially because they're white. Let's get them out of here. It's fall, right? I also have another pair of white jeans. These are the 70s stovepipe jeans. These are also white. These are also from that box. These were a Vestiaire sale, $60. Same cost of goods. Every once in a while, once or twice a month, I'll make a sale on Vestiaire. Here we go. I like Vestiaire. They send the money right to my PayPal. It makes it easy. It's like, the one thing I don't like about Vestiaire is that people are allowed to like make you offers and then you accept them and then they still don't pay for it. And that's like, okay, it's weird. It drives me crazy. But when I do get a sale, it's a good sale. So I'll take a $60 Vestiaire sale on those. Then I had a pair of the 70s bootcut jeans. These were a size 26. These were a $68 Poshmark sale. So again, I'm happy to just start seeing this stuff move. And the last pair were the 70s high-rise skinny boot. These were a size 26 also. These were a $70 eBay sale. So there you go. All 4 redone jeans. I'm glad that these are moving along as we approach that 90-day mark and as we approach the fall. So fantastic. Let me know in the comments down below what was your highest sale for last week. I definitely want to know what's selling well for everybody else. And if there's anything that you want me to discuss in these videos, like in the weekly like strategy talk, let me know that in the comments down below as well. I want to try to get in as much as I can every week and talk about what's working for me or just reseller chat in general. So let me know. Certainly consider subscribing to my channel if you enjoy reseller content. Like I said in the beginning, I do a weekly what sold video every single week. And I do a lot of unboxings here, 90-day updates. I really love sharing what's selling for me, where the profit's coming from. And hit that like button on the way out if you have not already. That certainly helps out my channel. Next week's What Sold is going to be October 22nd through 31st, so more like a week and a half. I'm not going to do the next one until the first week of November. So just keep that in mind, that the next one will be like week 4 will be like a week and a half. So I will see you guys in the beginning of November. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.